Did you know that the man who performed some of the greatest miracles in history had a beginning?
In the shadow of death, the cruel Pharaoh of Egypt had issued a dreadful decree
that every newborn Hebrew boy must be thrown into the river. But one helpless mother,
to save a piece of her heart, cast him onto the waves of the river. That baby floated. See straight into Pharaoh's palace, the very child who would become Pharaoh's doom. His name was Moses.
Time passed, and Moses grew up. When he saw the atrocities inflicted upon his people, his heart wept.
To settle the account of 400 years of slavery, blood, and tears, God chose Moses.
Moses entered Pharaoh's court and demanded like a lion, "Let my people go." But Pharaoh laughed and refused.
And then God's judgment began. 10 terrifying plagues struck Egypt. The river water turned into blood, swarms of locusts destroyed the crops, and a dreadful darkness covered all of Egypt, bringing Pharaoh to his knees.
This joy of freedom was barely a few hours old when suddenly a massive wall stood in their way.
A wall that no human could cross. The vast and untamed Red Sea lay roaring before them.
Everyone stopped. But the real suspense began when the entire ground beneath them started to tremble. Everyone stopped. But the real suspense began when the entire ground beneath them started to tremble.
Panic erupted everywhere. The deadly sea in front and Pharaoh's executioner army behind. There was absolutely no way out. The people cried out to Moses, "Why did you bring us here to die?" Suspense was at its peak. Death was minutes away. When all human ways close, God's path begins. With unwavering faith, Moses
extended his staff toward the sea. And then nature witnessed what history had never seen before. A violent wind blew, and the heart of that massive sea suddenly began to split open. The water stood up like towering walls on the left and right, as if someone had frozen the flowing waves. And between those two terrifying walls of water, a dry path emerged for millions of people.
The people were stunned, their eyes filled with tears. They began to run down that miraculous path.
On both sides, the seawater surged in massive waves, yet it could not touch them. Blinded by arrogance, Pharaoh forgot that he was not fighting nature, but the creator of nature himself.
The moment the last Israelite stepped onto safe ground, Moses raised his staff into the air once again.
And in an instant, those towering walls of water crashed down like doom upon Pharaoh's army. Screams, chariots, horses, and the entire pride of Egypt were buried forever in the depths of the Red Sea.
The tears in the eyes of the people on the shore today were not of slavery, but of freedom achieved after 400 years.
This story teaches us that when troubles surround you, do not fear. Because with faith, even the sea must change its course.
If this story touched your heart, please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more. Thank you.